I don't see the belief in Bo Nix that fans have in him from his own coach. Riley Gitmost is not a starting level corner in the NFL.
Chargers are all excited because last time they went 3-0. It's been 23 years since they gone 3-0. What happened last time they went 3-0? They finished 8-8, third in the division, and watched the Raiders go to the Super Bowl that year. How is your team undefeated and your team has to throw out 20% discounts to get people to go to the stadium?
Are you saying that Sean Payton is a better coach than Jim Harbaugh?
I'm saying they have championship rings.
No. Don't dodge the question. I want to start off with the Chargers starting 3-0, Joe. And I want to get your reaction. I was obviously at the game in person, and it was a fun one. Chargers win in walk-off fashion, walk-off field goal for Dicker, the kicker. And in my opinion, it should have been a blowout. The Broncos didn't necessarily play amazing. Their D-line was feasting on our injury-filled offensive line. That was kind of the highlight for them. Bo Nix did not have a good game. I don't care what Broncos fans tell me. J.K. Dobbins got loose like twice, and they're saying that he cooked us. He didn't even have, I don't think he had 50 yards rushing. He definitely didn't have 100 yards rushing or 75 yards rushing like they were calling for before the game started. The Chargers made a lot of mistakes, fumbles on kickoffs, all kinds of stuff, drop passes left and right all over the first half. What was your thoughts in the game? Did you catch the highlights? Did you catch the score at least? Do you believe in the Chargers more than the Broncos at least at this point?
Well, it's early in the season. Like, it's week 3. It's good for the Chargers. Like, we talked about this for the Chargers in the offseason, that if they could take the first 3 games, they'll be sitting pretty well, right? Because first 3 games were all divisional games, and to be 3-0 division after week 3 is kind of ridiculous. Like, so it's an uphill battle for everybody else right now, even if no matter what happens to the Chargers the rest of the season. So. But I thought it was a good turning point for the Broncos, who haven't been playing very good, and the Broncos could have easily came out and laid down after that bad loss to the Indianapolis Colts the week before, right? They could have just easily came out and be like, "We're done." Sean Payton had his team fighting, ready to go, and they knew how important this game was, and it was a battle to the end. And like you said, like no matter, like the Chargers kicked the Raiders' butt on Monday night, but it was still a division game on Monday night on prime time. It took a lot out of both teams. So the Chargers probably still were waking up just a little bit at the beginning of that game against the Broncos, but a good finish for them.
Yeah, I mean, the way the sequence of events kind of the way it happened is the Chargers went up 10-0, and Broncos got a field goal, but it just looked like the Chargers were just going to take off. The offense was looking good. The only time we were being stopped was when they were dropping the ball, really. We were running the ball well with Najee and Amari Hampton. It was going perfect, honestly. I was sitting there feeling really good about it. Bo Nix was struggling. I think he had like 80 yards going into halftime, but then they got a blown coverage, literally 4th and 2, where this could have really blown this game wide open. The Chargers are up and going to get the ball. No. The Broncos got the ball after half. No, the Chargers do get the ball after half. The Chargers were going to be up 13-3, 17-3 at halftime, and be getting the ball back on the Broncos. And on 4th and 2, Sean Payton must have saw something on film. I mean, you call that on 4th and 2 at midfield with basically the game going to be put away if you don't get it. Calls a fade route to Cortland Sutton one-on-one, and we just absolutely blew the coverage. There was no one around him for 10 yards. I could have completed that touchdown pass. So that gave Drew Lock some kind of respectable stat line in this game. You take out that one, Drew Lock, Bo Nix, some kind of respectable stat line in this game. You take out that one pass, he had less than 100 yards passing, Joe. On 24 attempts. We're talking 4 yards an attempt.
Yeah, it don't matter what the stats say. It's what happens on the scoreboard. And if they would have won that game, it don't matter.
To me, isn't Sean Payton famous for like sending Drew Brees out there and throwing it 50 times?
Yeah, but you adjust to win the game. You win the game at any cost that you can. You try to win.
I don't know. Going into this, the Chargers had the best run defense this season. One of the best run defenses last season. One of the best overall defenses the last couple of years. I don't see the belief in Bo Nix that the fans have in him from his own coach at this point in time. They were feeding RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins like that was their path to victory in this game. And yeah, the Broncos end up getting a fumble off of a kickoff that we literally gift them more points, and we end up down 17-10. But if you take out that little section right there where the Chargers gift them 14 points, the Chargers blew them out in every other facet of the game, every other step of the game. I don't think the Broncos had a great game at all. I would be worried this week if I was the Broncos going against a backup quarterback.
Well, I'm worried. I thought the Broncos defense was going to be a lot better going into the season. I don't know what happened there, But I mean, I think we all were expecting the Broncos to be a little bit better.
Pass rush is really good. The pass rush is really good. But the secondary is an eyesore a little bit. Pat Surtain obviously is Pat Surtain, but the Chargers were able to get some rub routes and able to get Pat Surtain off of Ladd as well. But Riley Gitmost is not a starting level corner in the NFL, and as long as he is starting out there, no matter who is in the secondary, they're going to pick on him all game.
Well, I don't care. It's the Broncos and the Chargers. If they both would have lost this weekend, it would have been nice.
It would have been perfect for you. I think that I got a lot more faith in the Chargers coming out of this. I don't even know if the Broncos are going to make. I don't think the Broncos are going to make the playoffs at this point in time. After what I've seen so far, I expected the defense to be a little overrated, but still good.
Hey, Bronco fans travel well though, huh?
I expected Bo Nix to struggle, but he should be improving. The fan base wasn't even that crazy either. The Broncos fans had like a section behind the bench, and everyone was like filming that section and be like, oh, look, this is all orange. But then the rest of the stadium was a pretty good mix. Actually, I would say there's way more Chargers fans in the stadium than Broncos fans. And you could hear it when it was third down because they would try and start doing a Let's Go Broncos chant, and the Chargers fans would override the Let's Go Broncos chant. And we were out chanting.
Hey, did the Charger fans actually have Charger gear on? Like that actually the right Los Angeles gear on? Because in Vegas the week before there was a lot of people with Los Angeles shirts, but they were Ram jerseys. They were Ram shirts. Like it just said Los Angeles, but it was like the Rams colors. And I'd be like, hey, what's up with that shirt? And they go, I just bought it. I didn't know. I thought it was the Chargers. My bad.
Hey, you're just making stuff up now. If you show video evidence of this, I'll believe what you're saying. But I don't even believe what you're saying. You're just making stuff up now just to roast the Chargers fans because you know what's coming. That the Charger fan base is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger the more and more the Chargers win. And you're going to see more players, more fans showing up to support these players every single week. And what's going to happen in Vegas is the exact opposite. Less and less Raiders fans are going to be making the trip. Less and less Raiders fans are going to be showing up to the game. And we're going to get to a point where they're going to play the Broncos in Vegas, the exact same team. And you already know what the crowd's going to look like. So I don't even know why this is a conversation between Raiders fans and Chargers fans.
So Bronco, like Chargers are all excited because last time they went 3-0, it's been 23 years since they gone 3-0. And I told you that what happened, Mike. What happened last time they went 3-0? You were probably like still in your dad's nutsack when that happened. But they finished 8-8, third in the division, and watched the Raiders go to the Super Bowl that year.
And how'd the Raiders do in the Super Bowl that year?
They lost, but it's still Super Bowl.
To who?
Tampa Bay.
Who was their head coach?
John Gruden.
Yeah, I know. It was great. I enjoyed it even though I was in my dad's nutsack. I was in my dad's nutsack cheering, like, go Bucks!
You moved that little pube over and you just looked at
Go Bucks! Go! We got some Chargers fans in the chat, by the way, Joe. Bolt up, baby.
Hey, how is your team undefeated and your team has to throw out 20% discounts to get people to go to the stadium?
I don't even know where you're getting this stuff. You're just making stuff up and saying it into the microphone.
It's all over the place.
I paid $500 for my seats. $500. I checked the seats before the game started. They were all $50 plus still through the entire websites. All of them. The cheap seats. The very top row was still $50.
They have $35 standing room only tickets. What are you talking about?
Standing room only, so you don't get a seat. That's not. You're just reaching. You're stretching. You're doing all this stuff. But you can get in the stadium for $35 because you're jealous that the Raiders will charge full price to go and see a shitty product, anyways.
Well, I'm pissed off because the Raiders got blown out this week and ticket prices went up.
The Raiders, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to keep going up, by the way. Joe's colorblind. Yeah, Joe will switch over eventually. Jim Harbaugh's changing the culture with that Los Angeles Chargers. He's won that every single level. Oh, he's won. We're working on the grammar. Jim Harbaugh going to get this team to the Super Bowl. He is that great of a coach. I bet you wish that they had Jim Harbaugh in Vegas over Pete Carroll right now.
How many championships, how many Super Bowl rings does Harbaugh wear on his finger?
All that matters is the future, Joe, and he's going to win one this year, right? He's going to win one this year.
Because I know Sean Payton got one. I know Pete Carroll has one.
Are you saying that Sean Payton is a better coach than Jim Harbaugh?
I'm saying they have championship rings.
No. Don't dodge the question. Who would you rather have, Jim Harbaugh or Sean Payton? I won't even put Pete Carroll in here to avoid bias.
Depends on what kind of team I'm trying to run.
I know that the Raiders wanted Jim Harbaugh when he was up for hire, and they were begging him to come.
No, it's just like what people are gonna say. Like the Raiders were begging. Who's that damn coach of the Ben Johnson? No, they weren't. They're just doing a thorough search.
A thorough search. I like that. But Jim Harbaugh is the king of the West. He just took out Andy Reid, Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, back to back, and kind of made it look easy.
Well, the coach that you were begging for the Chargers to hire is coming to town against the Chargers this week, right?
That's what I was about to say. Brian Daboll pulling the trigger. Breaking news if Chargers fans are watching this or Giants fans are watching this and haven't gotten it yet. Jackson Dart will be coming into the game to make his NFL debut against the Los Angeles Chargers. They are benching Russ after 3 weeks, Joe. Didn't Russ just throw for like 400 yards like last week?
It don't matter. Russ is garbage.
He is.
Russ is garbage.
I watched a Twitter video where they just kind of showed all of Russ's throws in order on the All-22. It's just embarrassing. Like, what are we doing?
What about when he threw it to the back of the end zone for like 2 times in a row for nothing?
Yeah, that's like Geno Smith throwing it away on 4th down with the game on the line.
See that 63-21 loss? It's kind of like when you win your fantasy football league and you get like the $2,000 or whatever the money it is when you win. And now you're just playing on house money after that. Like that's the Raiders right now. We're playing on house money. We can lose a couple games here and there. We still got a couple points we can give up.
Yeah, because of the 63-point game from 3 years ago now. Like, there's been 3 Chargers Raiders games since that one, and also the Chargers starters didn't even play in that game. But hey, Herbert has 1,020-day streak against the Las Vegas Raiders and counting. And it was great to see Raiders fans comment on a post I posted about that. How Herbert, when he's been in the game, hasn't lost the Raiders in so long, because they're all saying like, oh, but what about the 63-point game? And then I'm able to just tell them, you're so dumb. You don't know football so much that you didn't even watch that game that you're talking trash about.
Oh, I watched that game.
Because then they would know Herbert didn't play, right? If they watched it.
I watched that game with you.
Unfortunately. That was one of the worst days of my life, and I probably will never go to Vegas again because of that day.
That's when Raider fans wanted to go after you, because remember I said you left me in the desert?
Yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, breaking news, Jackson Dart is in, but I still got the Chargers getting after Jackson Dart this weekend. I mean, Derwin James and this secondary, they are fucking with people's heads, and there's like screenshots now of just quarterbacks looking very sad at the end of games versus the Chargers defense that we're starting to put like a little wall together.
No, I don't think there's ever an ideal, like we've talked about it, where Jackson Dart, there was never an ideal place to put him with the, like if you looked at the Giants schedule, it's a horrible schedule to start off. Like their first 7 games were shitty. But we always figured like Russ was going to start at least these couple games and then get to like week 3, week 4. I thought maybe it would be next week, but after seeing Russ last week and Eli Manning basically throwing him under the bus on the on their little show.
Oh no, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was like Russ was done. Like, and Russ was done after week 1. They should have just done it. And anytime that a team goes into a season or they like, and they have like plays or special packages for their backup quarterback, just go with the backup quarterback. Like you're going to make that change eventually. I don't know if this is, I mean, sometimes when you bring in the rookie guy, he brings in that little spark, right? And it's a good home game for him. But I mean, he is going against an undefeated team in the Chargers. So good luck, Jackson Dart. But I like Jackson Dart, and I want to see him succeed, and we'll see what happens.
Brian Daboll probably is looking at it and thinking like, hey, at least they're down Khalil Mack. We'll look at it on the bright side. We're not going against their full pass rush, so get some kind of relief on that side of the line. But the Chargers backups filled in nicely in that Broncos game, and Bo Nix should have had all day and should have had time to complete passes. And the Broncos O-line, again, it's just not what Broncos fans say it is. But Russell Wilson, man, that's probably it for him. Like, I don't know another team that is going to see what happened in Denver, see what's happened everywhere he's gone now, see what happened in Pittsburgh, see what's happened in New York, and be like, yeah, we'll sign up for that again. I think that's it. And I think he falls short. I think he falls short of the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's going to make it.
Yeah, if he would have had that second ring, he would have been there for sure.
At least, yeah, the second one. Yeah, when they threw the Pete Carroll. Man, What was it
But
again?
that would be.
He had Marshawn Lynch, right? Pete Carroll had Marshawn Lynch, just like Ashton Genty, and he just didn't give Marshawn the ball, just like he's not giving Genty the ball. So perfect comparison. Anyways, when do you think the Chargers' first loss will be, Joe? From an unbiased fan, you think they got the Giants this week?
Yeah, I mean, and you asked me that last night, and I pulled up the Chargers schedule. But let me do it again one more time.
Yeah, I'll just go game for game. I think we got the Giants too. And then it's Washington at home. And I don't know if Jay Nails will be healthy, what's going on, but I like the Chargers right now in that one, especially to run the ball against the Washington defense.
You got the Dolphins.
Dolphins on the road. That's a long trip, but the Dolphins are just absolutely falling apart. We don't even know what team's going to be there by that time, and it's only 3 weeks away. And the Colts, which that'll be a great game here in LA. The Chargers will debut the Sunshine Gold uniform, so I will be there in my Joe Alt jersey for that. I think we got the Colts, though. We'll see what the Colts look like against the Rams. This is going to be a real test for them this week.
Because I had the Chargers going like 12-4 this year.
Yeah, so I was very surprised actually.
So there's nothing like shocking, but I mean, it would be crazy if they lost this week, because actually this week is like people might overlook the Giants because they're 0-3, but that defensive line and like you mentioned it too, Burns is pretty damn good. Like that defensive line is good if they can get there, if they can get to Herbert and hit him. And then, like I said, if Jackson Dart could give that little spark. So, I mean, this week, I wouldn't overlook the Giants. I would say it could be a good game, especially after 3 divisional games in a row that you're kind of like, whoo, we got through here. We're 3-0. Sometimes a team gets they overlook opponents, especially traveling a West Coast team traveling to the East Coast. It's never always good. So, I mean, would it surprise me if the Chargers dropped this game to the Chargers this weekend or to the Giants this weekend? No. Do I see it happening? Probably not, but I wouldn't be shocked by it. I wouldn't go, oh, wow, the Giants shocked. But I would say if they can win the next 2 weeks, I would think they drop it to I would think they lose to the Vikings would be their first game. If they remain undefeated, it'd be the Vikings.
That would be 7-0, Joe.
Yeah.
I would love that. I don't know if I've lived through a Charger 7-0 start. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm worried about it a little bit.
I don't think it will happen, but like I think they drop like this week or next week, one of the next 2 games. I think they drop one, but yeah, I'm just saying there's a possibility they could go 7-0. Yes.
Yeah, it's just bad news for the AFC West, who are trying to catch up to us now, the entire division. And you look at the Chargers schedule and you go, well, that was kind of the hard part. Yeah, we got kind of a tough back end here, but that was the hard part of the Chargers schedule. We got through it. Hopefully we can get New York this week. I do worry about the offensive line for the Chargers. We lost Rashawn Slater, obviously, before the season even started. And now his backup, Trey Pipkins, has went down as well. We're hoping that we can get him back. He's dealing with a head injury. Mekhi Becton also went down, who was struggling to get through that Broncos game, fighting his ass off, but didn't make it through the whole entire thing. So if you take out, now we're talking about our backup right tackle to our third string right tackle, we're going to the backup guard, who is Jamari Sawyer, who filled in before, but also struggled before at times in pass pro. That does worry me a little bit, but that's it. The rest of the game, the Chargers should have the advantage, so hopefully they could pull it out. But yeah, even that Minnesota game, that's like when around J.J. McCarthy's going to be coming back. We don't know if it's going to be Carson Wentz or not. Don't know which quarterback we're going to be playing against. I still even like the Chargers there out of what I've seen so far, unless Minnesota continues to figure things out and put up 50 points every single week with Carson Wentz in there. But you're not going to have pick sixes left and right every single week. I'm looking at Philly. I'm looking at KC. I'm looking at Houston, Denver to finish the season. Like, could the Chargers have 1 loss or 0 losses going into December? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. This is an easy schedule.
This is week 3. You're peaking. The Chargers peaked at the right time. It takes 3 to 4 weeks for the NFL to actually get film and start to really study people and catch up with other teams. So now you'll start seeing teams actually play the Chargers a little bit different with all the film that they have on them. That's the thing. About 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the season, you start seeing, okay, now the Chargers are a good team, but now we got all this film. Now how do we play them? And then it only takes one team to figure out, like, how to attack that team. And then once you get exposed, boom, it's done.
I don't know what they're going to attack, though. That's the thing. Herbert right now is just absolutely cooking every zone coverage, just marching down the field. The Broncos tried it late in the game, and he just easily walked down the field. And then when you blitz him and you heat him up, he went like 9 of 10 for 120 yards or something when pressured.
You're a Charger fan, Mike.
It's
you
like
know
when he
what's
gets
going to
pressured.
happen.
When he gets pressured, he gets better. He gets more locked in, and he makes more crazy insane plays. I mean, dude, I don't know what you do. What is the adjustment?
Keep people healthy a whole season.
What is the adjustment? What's the grand adjustment? You blitz him more, he's going to cook you more. Don't blitz him more. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. It's like blitzing Brady or Mahomes more and saying that's going to help.
Well, that's what, like when people used to blitz Mahomes all the time. Just sit back, let him make.
I mean, you saw that Raider game. They were literally letting Max Crosby have a free rush against Trey Pipkins because they knew Herbert could juke him out the entire game. They're letting him rush at Herbert, and then Herbert just makes him miss every single time. Max Crosby had 0 sacks, but he got in Herbert's face 5, 6, 7 times.
Max Crosby has 0 sacks already on the season. So it's not
on the season?
I think so. I believe so.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think the Chargers.
No, I think he got one week 1. My bad. He probably got one week 1.
I think the Chargers can go undefeated, Joe. You think the Chargers are going to go 12-4. So let's meet in the middle. 14 wins for the Chargers this year. Lock it in.
Yeah, let's get it hype. Kicking it off with NFL Mike. Yeah, get ready to ride. You know that numbers and ball don't lie. It takes talent. Yeah, you got to have love for the game.